These are important indicators of economic activity and can impact the euro. The gold market experienced a volatile week, but bullish momentum strengthened as the week progressed. After this movement, we can speculate that the price has enough gas, enough liquidity, and maybe we can be seeing a new upward movement for this week. Welcome to this week's market analysis with xChief. I'm Maisa Martinez, a trader and analyst, here to guide you through the latest movements in the financial markets. Today we'll break down the fundamentals driving the market sentiment and dive into the technical analysis of the dollar index, SP 500 and Bitcoin. With so much happening from inflation's data to Bitcoin's momentum, this is the insight you need to stay ahead in your trading journey. Let's get started. We'll start with the economic calendar. All these hours you are going to see are based on the New York session, GMT-5. On Thursday, January 23rd at 7:30 a.m., we have the unemployment claims report for the US. This report tells us how many people feel for unemployment benefits for the first time in the past week. A lower number generally signals a stronger labor market, while a higher number indicates economic challenges. On Friday, January 24th, we have several key reports from Europe and the US at 2:15 a.m. We will see the French Flash Manufacturing PMI and the French Flash Services PMI. These reports provide an early look at the health of the manufacturing and services sectors in France. Readings above 50 suggest expansion, while readings below 50 indicates contraction. These are important indicators of economic activity and can impact the euro. At 2:30 a.m., the focus shifts to Germany with the German Flash Manufacturing PMI and the German Flash Services PMI. Similar to the French report, these numbers show the economic performance of Germany's key sectors. Germany is the largest economy in the Eurozone, so these reports can influence the euro significantly. Later at 8:45 a.m., the US releases the Flash Manufacturing PMI and Flash Services PMI. These reports give a snapshot of how the manufacturing and services sector in the US are performing. Like the European PMIs, numbers above 50 signal growth, while below 50 suggest contraction. These reports are closely watched by traders as they provide insights into the overall health in the US economy. Now, as always, we will start with the most important fundamentals of the week. The gold market experienced a volatile week, but bullish momentum strengthened as the week progressed, closing with optimistic projections. Prices started weak on Monday, hitting a low of $2,657 per ounce, but gained momentum following better than expected inflation data on Wednesday, pushing above $2,700 per ounce, while gold faced resistance near $2,725, $2,700 level held firmly as a support. Analysts expect gold to maintain its bullish trajectory, driven by political uncertainties, expectations of Federal Reserve rate cuts, and continued central bank purchases. However, factors like Trump's proposed tariffs and the strength of the US dollar are adding caution to the outlook. According to professional surveys, most experts and retail traders anticipate higher gold prices next week, with some forecasting fresh all-time highs in 2025. Additionally, Trump's Monday inauguration and potential executive orders related to the economy will be key in shaping the short-term market direction. Now changing to the crypto market, Bitcoin surged over 150% in 2024, reaching a milestone of $100, driven by key developments such as the approval of the Bitcoin's ETF in the USA and President Trump's endorsement of a national Bitcoin reserve. These factors cemented 2024 as a historic year for the cryptocurrency. However, Bloomberg's Mike Malone cautions that 2025 might see some market corrections as speculative excesses cool down. Malone highlighted that Bitcoin's appeal remains strong among younger investors, with many viewing it as a preferred asset over gold. He noted that anyone under 30 doesn't buy gold, they buy Bitcoin. Still, if the enthusiasm for crypto wanes, gold could benefit as capital flows back into traditional safe haven assets. Macroeconomic pressures, including record high equity valuations, could influence Bitcoin's trajectory. Maglone also pointed out that Bitcoin has become a cornerstone asset for a new generation, reflecting its growing importance in diversified investment portfolios. As we move through 2025, Bitcoin's ability to maintain its momentum depend on factors such as equity market corrections, global economic recovery, and shifts in investor sentiment. And as always, we will start with the technical analysis, and the first asset we're going to view is the DXY, the US dollar index. The previous week was really interesting because we established this one as our main targets for the last week, and we have saw that after the price did the pullback, after price reached one of our targets, it started to make a new upward movement, and we can see that the DXY is trying to recover, and maybe now we are seeing an upward movement with a target to make a new higher high. That means that our next objective with the DXY will be to reach the 110.053. After this point of the price, maybe we could be reaching this week the 110.992, and maybe as an objective, if we continue with this upward structure, this upward movement, we can establish also this target that we also consider for the past week at 113.236. Don't forget that today, Monday, the day we are doing this analysis, Donald Trump will be officially presented as the US president. So for this week, maybe we will see an upward movement from the DXY. This bullish structure can lead us to try to find these bullish targets, and maybe having corrections or pullbacks for this week, and I mean downward movements, could be less likely to happen. However, if you are considering bearish targets for this week, maybe you can consider the next fair value gap, which is located with the specific price at 108.247, and I think the last price you can put as a bearish target could be the 107.750. Nevertheless, I consider that the movement we're going to see this week will be something like this. Next asset we're going to analyze is the SP 500. After the price touched this fair value gap, you can see that the price went down to the lower limit, which was located here at 5,782. After this movement, we can speculate that the price has enough gas, enough liquidity, and maybe we can be seeing a new upward movement for this week. I will maintain my bullish targets located at 6,021, 6,049, and 6,099. It's 6,100. If prices continues to rise, I think one of our best objectives after doing a new all-time high could be the $6,198 for the SP 500. On the other hand, if you're trying to see bearish targets, I think that two good bearish targets are located. The first one at 5,696 and 5,615. Now with the Euro USD, we should be really focused on the next movement we can expect from this asset, and that's because after the price reached one of the objectives we have the past week, which was located here, the price did a correction, but after this it got more liquidity, it got more gas, but after this little correction the price got enough liquidity to do a new upward movement that now is trying to make a new higher high than the one we have here at 1.04345. So right now with the Euro USD, we should put a lot of attention for this next movement, because if the price break this point that we have established, maybe the next objective for the Euro USD would be to try to find the 1.04584, and after the price reaches this point, maybe it can go higher. We don't know actually, but after this movement we can see a correction or a pullback to any of these part of this fair value gap, I will tell you, and after this little pullback the price can maintain this upward structure. So this is a relief for all the traders that are maintaining euro in their accounts. So the key targets for a possible pullback should be focusing on this fair value gap located here. I have established with this rectangle, and the specific point of this target should be the 1.03492, because remember, this is the consequent encroachment, the part of this fair value gap that is highly sensitive for the price to make a reaction. So what we can expect, the closest and the easiest movement the euro USD can make is to try to reach any of these two objectives, and after this we can expect a pullback, maybe to go to this fair value gap, to this consequent encroachment I told you before, and then and only after then we can see a new upward movement. We won't try first to expect these kind of movements before making any kind of trade. Finally, with Bitcoin, my favorite asset, I think this week will be a bullish week for Bitcoin, as I also established the past week. I think now that we have established this all-time high at 109,358, we are really close for the next point of the price, which will be a resistance for Bitcoin, and this point of the price is the $110,000, also considered a psychological barrier for the price. And after this point of the price, okay, I think we should be expecting the next critical point for Bitcoin as the $120,000 as the new resistance or the new bullish target we could be expecting for a new upward movement. For now, and during the ceremony where Donald Trump will be sworn as the new president of the United States, we could be expecting volatility with Bitcoin, and that means that the price could make these kind of movements that won't give you a clear structure, at least if you are trying to make a trade in higher intervals of time. That means it will be really difficult to make a long or a short, that means to buy or sell Bitcoin in time frames that are higher than 1 hour or 2 hours, 4 hours. So for now, the scalpers will be having a lot of fun, but for the traders that are used to trade in higher intervals, I think there will be a lot of problems. The bearish targets for this week, if you think that Bitcoin will fall, I think the most important ones are the first, located at $99,396. Next one, $89,028, and the last one for this week I think is $86,672. Any of these big pullbacks that the price of Bitcoin can experience, don't forget that will be only related to small pullback, then to expect upward movement with Bitcoin. We could be seeing something like this. Thank you for tuning in to this week's market analysis with xChief. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. And are you ready to take your trading to the next level? Register now at xChief.com and gain access to cutting-edge tools and insights. See you in the next video.